A lot of women would prefer a man who, let's say, cheats on them.
Their love language is basically money.
The billionaire that provides for you but doesn't love you and cheats on you. Billionaire.
See, y'all like to make these men feel comfortable.
Ain't nobody just about to be giving you no whole bunch of money.
I was eating good knowing that I'm about to this old 59-year-old man.
If you don't know how to fight, if you don't know how to defend yourself, if you don't know how to think quickly, this is not going to be the type of job for you.
Outfit check. We are going to church.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Now, before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
A lot of women would prefer a man who, let's say, cheats on them, is not necessarily nice to them on a day-to-day basis, could potentially be abusive over a broke man. And that is just terrifying to me, especially if the younger generation of women are picking up this mindset. My joy in my heart would be for every woman to have a man who loves them and is also...
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but sister, you need to speak louder and more prouder. And women need to speak up, because I can do all the talking. All the men can do all the talking we want. It's not going to change the modern woman. They don't watch us. They probably don't even watch you. They only have their algorithm set to things that make them giggle. Or that's all they watch, is things that make them giggle and jiggle. Twerking and working and not even working. That's the mind of most of these women nowadays. They want a guy to work for them. Sad.
Able to fully provide financially. However, there are not enough of those men in the world. And of those men, there are a lot of conflicting factors. So out of all the 1% of men who have the finances to do that, there is going to be a large percentage of these men that are getting the money through illegal means. If you are getting money through illegal means, the likelihood that the repercussions of your actions, the consequences, are going to catch up with you one day are more than likely. So if you're picking up a man like that, you understand that you may lose him to Her Majesty's pleasure. If you're listening from America, that means jail. Then there's another percent of this 1% who, because they have money that gives them freedom and access, they are, to be frank, horrible people. Many of them are cruel. Many of them are abusive. Many of them are prolific cheaters, multiple baby mamas. Like, these are not people that you would be wanting to spend a lifetime with, other than the fact that they have money. And at first this shocked me, but then I looked around, I looked at social media, I just looked at life in general, and I realized that a lot of people are doing something strange for a little piece of change, including building a life with someone that they know is probably not going to last, that they know is not going to be that happy, that they know is not going to be that productive, that they know they can, their safety is in jeopardy in, just to have money. When God gave you a brain, God gave you smarts. Women, we are so smart. Because of this borderline desperation to have a man with money. And I have to ask, why are you so desperate for a man with money that you would put up with those things because he has money? Because there is countless examples of women being abused by men with money. When we look at pop culture and we look at social media and we look at the news, there are significantly way less success stories of women who have built with men with money than women who have been mistreated by men with money. And actually, where you find the highest success rate in these relationships is where a man is with a woman who was with him when he was building. So you see that with a lot of these athletes, and even then. Okay. But B, when men with money and oftentimes fame, which is why I know their business, hook up with other women in their field who are successful and who also have money. We are in 2024. The age of gold diggers is not new. Men are very familiar with your game, ladies. So there are a lot of men who have money, who have the money to take care of you, to take care of multiple people, to do what they need to do in terms of what you would want financially, who are...
Now, all the guys that have the money, they don't mind hypergamy. They actually love it, right? That's why these guys attained the money in the first place. That was their whole goal. Every man's whole goal. If you want the woman, you have to do what first? Get the money. And that's why, as she's explaining right now, so many men are dirty because they have to be. How could a man, like a good man, is not going to go far? A good man might as well get his passport and go to another country in hopes to find a woman there, because you're not going to find it back home in the West. All you're going to find is a heck and women saying they prefer men. This is what's happening right now. There'll be 30, 40, 50 women lining up for that one guy that has the bag. It's sad, but it's true.
Would you rather marry a guy who is rich, buys you a ton of fancy Birkins, brings you on dope trips, but cheats on you? Or marry a broke dude who can't buy you and he doesn't cheat?
Okay, so the second one does not cheat.
No, he don't cheat. He loves you. Like, literally, he sends you flowers on the most random days with little teddy bears that are holding like a tiny balloon.
I'm gonna say the first guy.
Why am I not surprised?
Here's why. And here's why. Here's why. My mom, she's been married a few times, right? And those relationships didn't last for various reasons. One of the biggest ones being that she was the breadwinner. That it's like a very hard dynamic.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. It's called no morals, right? When you're in a society that's turned into Sodom and Gomorrah. That's what they've turned America into, Sodom and Gomorrah. And we're in the last days. And I understand what I'm saying. I hope other guys do too.
There's this saying that goes that women like the bad guys. How they love the bad guys.
Yes, they love the men that are toxic. And then at the end, they now complain that those men are toxic.
But a lady would rather even be with a guy that beats her
than to be with
a gentleman. And that is broke, and that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So there are a lot of factors that come into play.
Wow,
so
that's crazy.
We cannot really have a general answer to say this is the reason why women want to be with rich people.
But how about those ladies that come from nothing and
expecting so much? This might not be a good thing, but let me just say they need an escape from poverty.
Damn.
I don't know if you understand me.
It's crazy, which means they are not out there for like the love and care. Because if you check, most of the things or some of the things that keep a family together.
Should I ask you a question?
Love, care, yeah.
What is the definition of love to you? Particularly in a relationship term, not in general term. Love.
In relationship, love. To me, you know, you have to be caring. You have to be able to, you know, make one or two sacrifices
for one another,
for the sake of the relationship and, you know, for one another as well.
So, women feel like, I don't know, I'm not a woman, but I'm just saying from my experience, I think women feel like any man that can provide for them, give them money, particularly money, loves them.
Wow.
So their love language is basically money. Money. Once you have money, you can get any woman.
Sad but true.
That's what a guy's looking for, right? A guy, they said it. The one guy said it. He said sacrifice. So a guy wants a woman to sacrifice. Also, the other woman knows it too. She said a guy wants a woman that gets with him when he's on the come up. A lot of women don't know the money is in the struggle. You have to work through it. Let me give you an example. Me, myself, right? When I came out to the Philippines, I had nothing. My wife worked with me. I always knew what I wanted to do, though. But she worked with me through the struggle, through the hard times. Now, when I have something, she eats. She eats with me. Why? Why do we eat and things are better now? Because she stayed down by my side. And that's what men want. A man wants a woman that's willing to sacrifice. And that's why most women become passport bros.
Would you rather be with a broke man that loves you so much, or with anything apart from that, or with a billionaire that provides for you but doesn't love you and cheats on you? Billionaire.
No wonder you're single.
Like, I didn't even have to think about it. Like, obviously the billionaire.
This is the dating market now for a lot of young guys. A large majority of women, I'm not saying all of them, but a large majority of them only care about what a man can bring financially to the relationship. And if you still don't believe me, just look at the comments in the video. Every single one of those comments is supporting what these girls are saying. I'm not saying that financial stability is not important. I think that men and women should both be able to take care of themselves. But I definitely do think there's a culture out there pushing women to date men just for money. That's it. And on the flip side, shaming men if they're not spending money on women. You can and you should do anything you want with your money, but my advice for all the young guys out there is to grow your income, number one, and then save your money and invest that money into passive income producing assets. Once you have your passive income, then you can do whatever you want. You can go date women, so on and so forth. But I don't think that you should date women unless you have passive income, and I'll tell you exactly why. Because if you don't have money, you won't even get looked at by a lot of girls today. And it's much harder to convince a girl to change her mindset and beliefs about what you're thinking about 50-50, about all this stuff, instead of just making money and being in that top category where women are going to value you. Then from there, you can do whatever you want. You can choose to date a woman that just wants you for money. You can choose to search for the girl that really likes you for you, or you can choose to stay single. You can do whatever you want. And my advice for all the women out there, I think that you should look for a guy's financial stability, but not to the levels of what women are talking about today in these podcasts. Feminine women motivate men. Men will do anything for a feminine woman. So if you're a feminine woman, you can literally grow a man with your own femininity by injecting your presence into his lifestyle and proactively trying to grow him into the man that you want him to be. I would never have the success that I have in my companies right now if it weren't for the woman that I dated. It's better to find a man that has a plan that you genuinely have a connection with than to just marry a guy that's rich. That's the dumbest idea in the world.
He's right. He's right. But that's what women are doing nowadays. They just want the rich guy. They want to meet him at the finish line, but don't realize they're gonna get crumbs. It's wild. Look at all the videos you see. Oh, men are dogs, men ain't what do you expect? You met him at the finish line. That guy, that's why men love hypergamy. It works in our favor, right? You coming in broke. You want a guy to give you bags to go shopping. Yeah, he can. To him, to some guys, giving a woman $5,000, $2,000 is crumbs. Why? Why is that? No. You see how a woman is making this big deal, and I show videos of it. Oh yeah, 3 million more women are investing in real estate, and we doing this and we getting back. Dumb things like that. While more men are investing in stocks and bonds and things like that, things that flip your money, and things they're going to retire with. Men are investing on the retirements. I see it all the time. Men coming to the Philippines after they did what? Put their money in stocks, put it in bonds, bought real estate in other countries, right? They come over here with homes already paid for. Man, guys, they set themselves up. Women just don't know. Why? Because most men have did this.
We will have to move silently.
Shh, hush money.
Oh, but what be killing me is how the girls talk about the 304s because they put a price on it and a time limit. After you get it, you gotta go. And no, you can't get nothing to drink. And no, you can't have this, or that. See, y'all like to make these men feel comfortable. Y'all like to, I got a meal for you and I got this and I got that. On some Destiny Child cater to you. Girl, you don't want all of that. He trying to get in and get out and try to do it as smooth as possible. And you keep offering him all of these things, building the guilt up. So when he hits you with that ghosting move, he gonna feel a little bad because you did all of that. But say, that 304 ain't gonna feel none of that because she got money in her wallet. Yeah. You gotta pay to play. And if you can't, get out my way. I always love a real 304. A real bad getter that's gonna walk through the raindrops? I love him. Ain't got nothing but respect for him.
A real bad getter. Man, This is why guys love to see women struggle. It's true. Yeah, guys love to see it because why? You woman, oh, I'm independent. Oh, I adopted being a 3 or 4. I adopted that to get the bag. That's what you're stooping yourself down to. Men are gonna want to see you ruin. I get it. I truly do.
So I really don't understand why every girl my age want a trick. Like, do y'all know what a trick is? Basically, when you messing with a trick, the reason why they call it that is because it's a trick to the situation. A lot of these dudes already be married and they looking for a side chick. They paying your bills so you could be quiet and be the side chick. Or it be couples looking for a third reel to join their rendezvous. Or it be the type of dudes that's like older men that like young women and they want to sleep with you and every other young chick that they think look good and they want you to be cool with. Ain't nobody just about to be giving you no whole bunch of money just because you a woman and you attractive. Like, no. Like, if you trying to get the shopping sprees and you trying to get flued out and all that, you got to be the type of chick that's cool with doing whatever money or sharing your man. A lot of these men not trying to marry you. They not trying to take you seriously. And if they do take you seriously, you better be down to be on that wild type of time. So, yeah, I just want to say that. I don't know why y'all be looking for a trick. Like, do y'all know what that is?
Oh, no. These women know what it is. I think she's confused. She must not be on the inner circle. I know where I'm from, right? A lot of girls talk like this. Hey, ho. Yeah, they see each other. What's up, ho? Yeah. Why do they talk like that? Why do they talk? What's up, ho? That's a term of endearment. Like, what's up, my knuckle? Hey, ho. They one and alike. They're one and the same. Seriously, don't sleep. I fully awake. Most of these women will do something strange in the rain for a piece of change. We agree.
All right, you guys, outfit check. We are going to church, and y'all, this dress is so long. So I'm wearing this dress from Fashion Nova, and then I am wearing these like clear pointy heels. I think I got these from Pretty Little Thing. I got them years ago. And then I'm just pairing it up with my earrings that I got from Target. Super cute. I don't know what bag I'm gonna wear. I never know what bag I'm gonna wear until I'm actually walking out the door. But yeah, this is Sunday's fits.
Into a couple of thirst traps.
Let's praise the Lord, honey.
Let's praise the Lord. Looking like she's about to go to the club.
Come with me to sell my coochie for $3,500. I was doing a 3D, so right now I'm going to see my...
Pause it real quick. Come with me to work as a 304. She looks like she's going to church. The other woman looked like she's the 304. So what are Christian men to do? Think about it. Think about, roll with me now. Look at her, and she's the 304. And the other woman, that's because those guys like to see the fake modesty, right? That's why she's dressed like that. She's a real 304. Hear what she says.
A regular customer. He lived all the way to Long Beach, so he was like, I want to see you on the 4th of July. I was like, I don't like the sound of firecrackers. I was like, okay, can I see you during the weekend? I was like, for sure, for that money, girl, I'll be there ASAP. He got me an Uber. I was looking at the menu. Every time I'm with them, I always find the expensive thing in the menu. I don't even care what it is. It have to be expensive. It have to be the expensive thing in the menu. I got there. We got the food. The food was... I'm about to put a picture just to show you how the food was good. It was busted. It was lobster. It was pasta. And the other one, the white thing, I forgot the name of it. It's with salmon was also in a plate. You know, we start eating. We were eating so good. I was eating good knowing that I'm about to this old 59-year-old man.
She belongs to the streets.
So I was like, I'm about to make you spend your money in this, eat good, because I'm here for the long time. I'm here for the short time, the fun time, not the long time. Okay, wrap it up. The conversation was made like always. These men, like the moment you start dating older men, you start understanding how boring these old men are. He was so boring. I was just like, bro, I'm tired. When can I go home? Like I'm tired of I can't do this anymore. Like, wrap it up. I started nodding at everything he's saying. I'm like, and I was like, and the way I was eating, I was wrapping. Look at me. I was, that bite. I don't eat those big bites. I was like, I ain't got no time to look cute and do cute. I was eating. When I'm telling you I was eating, I mean, I was yum eating. Like, wrapping, eating. The food was good. I think I already probably said that. But because I really have nothing to say. This man was boring. All these men are boring. All these old men are boring. Now I understand why they are 59, 60, still single, because they are boring. I will need you to go learn media literacy, because if you truthfully believe everything I just say, you are gullible. If you are preparing to type a angry comment right now, I'll need you to go open a book and
The worst. Now, this guy paid thousands of dollars to be with her, right? And look at a woman in church. She's going there to church like that for free. This is why guys are done with dating and marriage in the West, because why are they going to choose that when he can get that in church, right? Like, she's a 3 or 4, the woman in church, and she probably really is a 3 or 4. I know a guy who's very much into the Bible. Guys are coming to the Philippines, man.
Alright, y'all, let me tell y'all a quick story that I've been holding in the vault. Okay, like, let me tell you something about New York men. First of all, this story, it just gave me the ick. Like, men are really, like, they're, like, ill. Literally. Men will really try to humble you because they know that you are a particular woman, or they know you know who you are. Like, they really be trying to, especially these New York men. Let me tell you guys, another time I had, like, a horrible dating experience real quick before I go back to off break. I had this guy in my DMs for weeks, writing me, never wrote back. So one day he wrote me, he was like, what shoe size you wear? So I'm not gonna lie, that got my attention. Bitch, what you mean what shoe size I wear? What you got for me? So I wrote him, I was like, this is my shoe size. I was like, well, are you asking me because you bored, or you really trying to buy me something? He like, oh, I'm trying to buy you something. So I'm like, okay. He's like, as a matter of fact, I really want to take you shopping. Like, why not? You're beautiful. Like, so I wrote him back. I was like, you capping. He like, what? He's like, we can go tomorrow. Like, what are you talking about? So I'm like, okay. Hang up on you. Call my friend. So I called my friend. I was like, yeah, this guy's over here. Like, he want to take me shopping. Like, I was like, I don't know. Like, you know, like, I've never encountered something like this. Like, this is like, I don't know. I feel like it's too good to be true, you know? She's like, all right, boom. So this is what we're going to do. She was like, I'm coming to your neighborhood. She was like, we're going to go into the city together, right? She was like, I'm going to act like a sales associate at the store, or I'm going to act like, you know, it's a coincidence that we both in the same room. So she was like, when he's there with you, after you get a few of your pieces or whatever, you can leave. Like, you know, because we don't know if this man is crazy or not or whatever. So she's just like, nah, we're going there together. I'm like, cool. The day for me to meet with
So she's plotting to take the shop, the gifts, and run.
him in the store. He was like, we're going to Soho and Bergdorf, right? So, no, not Bergdorf. So he's like, oh, we're gonna go to Saks. We're gonna go to Soho. I'm like, okay, cool. So he like, meet me in Saks. So the day come for us to go out to do the shopping. It don't happen. Something happened on his end. So I'm like, oh, I'm calling his bluff. I'm like, oh, this man is just full of shit at this point. Blah, blah, blah. Nah. 2 weeks go by. He texts me. He's like, yo, when are we doing this? Like, so now I'm like, maybe he's not, because I never brought it up or anything like that. I literally left it as what it was. Like, oh, you're just full of BS. And so he's like, nah, like, let's go. So I was like, okay, like, I'm free this day, I'm free on Sunday, blah, blah, blah. He's like, all right, cool, bet, let's go. In the morning, text him, good morning. He like, oh, I'm getting up right now. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm getting myself ready to, like, go meet you. He's like, bet. So this time, I didn't tell my friend. The reason why I didn't tell my friend was because, like, I just felt like it was too good.
She thought it was real. Watch this.
To be true. And I'm also telling myself, like, Mona, you're in a public place. What's the worst thing that could happen to you? Then you actually do go shopping with this man, and you might go to lunch or whatever and call it a day. Like, you'll be good. My friends have my location, whatever. So I go to the city. Keep in mind, I did this early in the morning just so I can go take care of my other errands. I had appointments that day just so, like, I didn't, like, know what the circumstances were going to be with this man. They take a turn for real. So he calls me. He's like, yo, where you at? I was like, I'm 20 minutes out. He like, I bet, cool, I'm about to leave. I'm like, okay. But from my end, I can hear cars. I think he was driving. I hear cars. I pay attention to stuff like that, right? So I get there. He told me his ETA. So I wrote him. I was like, hey, I'm here. He goes, I'm on the 3rd floor. I'm like, okay. I go to the 3rd floor. He goes to the 3rd floor. It's women's. So I'm thinking, oh, he's already on the floor to see maybe what store we going to. I get to the 3rd floor. I don't see no one. So I'm like, okay. I call him. He don't answer the phone. So I'm like, okay. Mind you, I had to pee. So I went back downstairs. I was like, you know what? Let me go use the bathroom. I'm gonna finish using the bathroom and I'll figure out where he's at. If anything, he'll come get me at the door. Cause bitch, I'm not about to be waiting on no floor. And you know how these stores are already. Like when you there as a brown sister, they don't matter how much money you got or what you look like, they always think you're sketchy. They probably think you up to no good. That's how these people are. Like they profile you. I'm a sales associate myself. I've seen my colleagues do it to other people that look like me.
Look, yes, you should be profiled, but not as a shoplifter, as a gold digger.
Word.
And guys are very aware. He suckered you in to get you go there, and he was a no-show. Why? I guess he felt it was a game to pull you out and expose you for who you really are. Congratulations.
This girl got tricked into showing up for a fake shopping spree with a dude that she was dubbing in her DM for weeks, but wouldn't give him no attention until he offered to take her shopping. Running around a department store, trying to go to this section, that section, figure out where he at. Whole time, he was playing her. Then gonna get up here and try to pretend like she was unbothered. Oh, you didn't humble me, you didn't embarrass me. Girl, you look humbled. You do look a tad bit embarrassed, you do. And you try to tell this story and spin it like we gonna see it like from your lens of life, like, oh, he's lame. Yeah, it's kind of lame for him to do that, but like, you was the biggest lame, and he made you look like the lame that you were. Like, y'all have to get off these social media apps thinking that things in this world is free. Y'all have to get off these social media apps thinking that, you feel me, it may be men out here who either have long money or fast money who could really just blow it and it mean nothing to them on a fine, pretty young thing. But it's like, if you're not attracted to them and you're not giving them the time of day, don't take their bread. Like, I think that go without saying. And I hope that you came up here thinking that you was making him look like a lame when if anything, it just shows that you did not learn the lesson that you should have learned from this. This was a valuable lesson on dating, on character, and you did not learn it. Whole time you like, oh, he thought he humbled me. I work in a department store. I get this regular. It mean nothing to me. So if it meant nothing to you, you would have just kept paying him thus regardless of the fact that he was offering you something because you knew you didn't want to give him the time of day and you knew you wasn't attracted to him. So it did mean something to you. You thought this was going to be an easy lick for you. Anybody who don't need nothing is not going to do nothing that they really don't want to do to get said thing. Valuable lesson that should be learned, and you're not learning it.
Sure is.
Being delusional is very cute, but we need to be realistic as well. A lot of us have bought into this idea that, oh, I can just marry an old man and marry rich and da-da-da. You know you don't have the stomach for that. You know you don't have the heart for it. Like, don't let the internet fool you. You're going to pay a price for these things that they're telling you that you should do. Going to lay down with an old man for material gains, for money, for a lifestyle to show off to other people, when you know your heart is not built for that, it just isn't the way to live.
stop basing what you want for your life from things you've seen online or things you've seen other people do, because you don't know how they're going to sleep at night. Me personally, I couldn't go and sleep with no old man for a Chanel bag. Count me. I don't have time for that. Like, if it's really that deep, I will save for the bag. I'm not joking.
Congratulations. You're not like the others.
Ignore my appearance, ignore my hair. I'm doing laundry, but I wanted to make this video because there are so many people trying to get into 304 talk and actually asking about how they can get started doing S work. And like I said before, I am not going to encourage that type of lifestyle. And the only reason why I'm not is, like, I literally just got attacked yesterday. Like, I work the net, I work the carpet, and I also have been working the blade lately to just increase my income. And I need y'all to understand that, like, I've been doing this 9 years. And if you don't have some type of game or sense about yourself, you're not going to know how to handle a grown man that is trying to attack you. Like, if you don't know how to fight, if you don't know how to defend yourself, if you don't know how to think quickly, this is not going to be the type of job for you. It's not if it'll happen, it's when, and if you have the mental capacity to deal with that and keep going. Like, I still have to go to work today. I still have to keep pushing. I can't just cry in a corner. Like, this is the type of job where you know what to expect, and if you don't have the mental capacity or just the heart to get through it, like, this is the streets for real. You gotta fight tricks, you gotta fight pimps, you gotta fight. It's not for the weak. It's not this glamorous lifestyle. It can be glamorous. Like, I have my high-end clientele, my high-end dates, my trips, my be getting flued out. But, like, it's a lifestyle. And you want to get out of it as quickly as you can. I'm just in between right now. Like, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. I do struggle with mental illness. I do have some autism. Just recently diagnosed with that, ADHD plus bipolar disorder. I have been misdiagnosed for years. So the reason why I haven't been with others is because I've been misdiagnosed multiple times. So it's kind of hard to get your mental health together when you're misdiagnosed. And when you're a Black woman, it's really common to be misdiagnosed. Y'all watch these on here lie about the type of money they're making, lie about the lifestyle they're living. The thing is, a lot of them are living that lifestyle, but they're not telling you the bad parts. They're like, oh, nothing has ever happened. Never talking lying. Like, a girl just got choked out at the Palms, like, last month, right? She was 35, been doing it forever, probably did it all the time. It's just like, all it takes is that one time. But you guys can kind of see the bruise a little bit, but the filter is kind of covering it. But yeah, like, and people are just like, how are you, like, fine right now? Because it's just like, I'm used to it. And
Yeah. No, she's used to that life. But the woman said it. She has ADHD and a bunch of other things because she's in the life. Like, women think it's glamorous. Like she said, some women lie and say it's glamorous, but it's not for the faint of heart. And most women, they know they don't want to do it. Most women don't try to do it. But you got those couple of gold diggers out there that try to do it. And the reason why men aren't dating or marrying right now, because look what's going on in church. You saw that woman. Guys aren't going for it because they realize it's definitely more to life than getting with a woman like that.